LJ Smith of the Greyhounds Sports Network, standing alongside victorious head coach Jeff Long. Coach, inaugural Landmark Conference game, first game against Keystone ever. You come out with a big victory. Tell me a little bit about today.
Well, it was a wild one for sure, right? Fireworks right off the rip. I think, it was 2 weeks in a row now, just giving up an early play, just some missed assignments and eye violations, and then now offensively we were able to get it in gear pretty quickly, so it turned into a fireworks show in the first half. Then defensively in the second half we were able to screw down a little bit and get off the field a little bit and make some key stops in the third, and offensively able to make it a little bit of arm's length, to finish it up. But guys played hard. I keep saying that, and it's not to be redundant. They're playing hard. We just got to find that magic recipe of being able to execute for 60 minutes.
You had 6 guys with over 5 tackles today on the defensive side of the ball. Tell me a little bit about what's starting to click for Basile and other guys that are really starting to make improvements.
Well, I think I tell the guys all the time, when we do our job, there's nothing prettier defensively. Like there's times where it's like, wow, okay, this group's ready to roll. And it's just being consistent with it, and those guys who are starting to do that, right, that's where they're starting to get their stats piled because, we were able to make plays at all positions, right? And right now it's just finding that right now we're at like 8 to 9 guys doing their job on a play. When we get it all 11 that can be in sync every play, it's going to be special. So it's a kudos to them to keep preparing, and now we just got to get back to work and do it again.
On the offensive side of things, Jenkins just under 300 yards total. Jordan Bingham, 11 catches, a touchdown, over 100 yards. Boyle, over 100 yards rushing as well. Everything's starting to click offensively today. You've mentioned building and owning the prep. Are you starting to see that moving forward?
I think so. I think this week too, and they'll go back. Like Coach Kane and I talk about it all the time. We'll go back and we'll still see some points left out there. But that's the getting better, the winning mentality, right? And I think our guys will know, hey, even the prep this week, there was a little bit, so like imagine when we're firing on all cylinders. So I'm excited, though, because they got to see, what it takes, and now they started to string some drives together. So it's great to be able to spread the ball around and do it in different ways and make it more dangerous.
Scoring on 6 consecutive drives when you had the ball, definitely contributing to getting the score you did today. But there's always going to be things to build off of, like you said. Yeah. What's the next step? You're about to hit the road for 2 out of the next 3 weeks with a bye week in between there. So what's the next thing you need to build off of going into road contests?
Yeah, I think, again, it's going to come down to, one, we can't do the slow start, right? Like the home atmosphere helped us a bunch today that we were able to, all right, 3 and out, and then give up a score. Like you do that on these next 2 road games, you're going to be in trouble. And we saw that in our last few road games, right? So it's up to us to eliminate that. It starts with our prep. It starts with everything that, we have to own in. And then on special teams as well, we got to continue to get better, and find ways to limit possessions and make sure that we're making the most of those. So that's really it. And, looking forward to the prep now. We got to go play a great Catholic team next week down in D.C. And it's going to be a, heck of a week, too, in Landmark play.
They're coming away with their first ever Landmark Conference victory on their home field, Rocco Calvo Field, ending the 3-game homestand with a 58-34 victory. Coach, thank you for your time and best of luck.
Thanks, LJ. Appreciate it.